Hello out there, and get ready for some NBA basketball on 2K Sports. Alongside Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, I'm Brian Anderson. Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And it's Williams off the drive.
Oh, I love the ferocity on the drive. Williams doesn't lack confidence tearing towards the rim.
And since the turn of the century, die-hard Knicks fans had dealt with some lean years, Grant, until recently.
No doubt, B.A., and they're happy to see meaningful games. The arrival of Jalen Brunson just changed things.
Oh, wow!
And we see the speed and power. I mean, Williams shows off on that one.
And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
A bit ago, Mark Dagnall and I were able to chat. When Karl Anthony Towns was brought up, Coach immediately chimed in, saying, yeah, the thing about Towns is the sheer size that he brings. Our guys will have to be physical and make him uncomfortable around the basket to have success. Physicality and aggressiveness will be the key. Guys, back over to you.
Okay, thank you, Allie. Bridges outside. There's the triple. Knocks down the long J.
Well, good position, feet set. Bridges totally ready to get the shot off in catch-and-shoot situations. Nicely done.
Outside, Williams. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Here's Brunson. All right, Grant, can you talk about what Jalen Brunson has brought to the Knicks?
You know, B.A., he's made them relevant again. New York can be a demanding place to play with the expectations and the media. But he's taken the bull by the horns and had immediate success.
And you look at Brunson, listed at 6'2". You wouldn't think he'd be such a handful inside doors.
Handful might be an understatement, B.A. He is a nightmare, free throw line and down. Why? Because he has moves and then counter moves. His footwork is exceptional, and I don't care what kind of defense you play, the guy will be able to get off a shot, and most often it's going to go in. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander so dangerous in pick and roll. He's going to keep you off balance because he can score it or facilitate.
And here's SGA. He'll bring it up for the Oklahoma City Thunder. From deep, Holmgren. Towns with a rebound.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Uses the glass to finish the layup. SGA's gotten his second bucket.
He's very long, and SGA so effective around the hoop because of that length.
Pass to Anunoby. Here's Brunson. Tipped. Here's SGA. Now Dort. He's covered by Hart. 6 to shoot. And Mikal Bridges picks up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul. Substitution on the court.
On the wing, SGA. There's a screen by Wiggins. And here's SGA outside. Knicks trail by 4. New York working the ball around now. And here's Brunson from the arc. That one's off. He's 0 for 3 now.
Yeah, and the defense really respects his shooting ability, and they showed it with that tight coverage.
Gilgeous-Alexander feeling it out a bit. Out to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Outside Anunoby. And looks like an illegal pick was set. That gets the ref's attention.
You can get away with one once in a while, but it looked like he wasn't completely set on that pick.
I don't think there's any question. There are so many rules that favor the offense these days. You've got to be able to equal things out when an illegal screen is set.
Here's Caruso.
What a pretty pass by Chet Holmgren. How about the big man finding his teammate right there?
And the foul on Alex Caruso. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
41 seconds left to play in the first. Pass to Yabusele. Off the mark, and the drought continues. Oklahoma City leading by 6. And here's Wiggins. Outside, Williams. Nice move. And Williams punches it home.
Wow, what a move by Jalen Williams. Offensively, he just has the whole package.
Now here's Clarkson. Good work there as it goes.
Well, we know this guy is always a threat offensively. You can't lose sight of him.
Here's Wiggins. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, not the defensive effort they need to cut into the lead.
Boy, good call. You have to at least try to protect the rim.
They're just too slow to react.
Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Thunder?
Ever since this game started, they've been attacking on the inside, looking for ways to bust up the defense and get high percentage looks.
Pass to McBride. The three. The shot by Towns, no good. And there's the call on Karl Anthony Towns. That's his first foul. New York making a switch here. So it's the Thunder now. They lead by 8, biggest lead of the game. Well, Grant, you look up and down this Thunder roster. It is just loaded with winning players.
Yeah, B.A. Guys who are going to make the right play, defend their spot, move without the ball. I mean, they've built something special in OKC, piece by piece.
Pass to McBride. The three. New York, no good that time either. And Williams has got the ball here for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Yep, count it. 8 points for Jalen Williams.
We talk about Williams' versatility as a scorer. He can get his points from just about any spot on the floor.
Basket's good.
Man, you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback. Let your teammate run to it.
And adds a few more points to their lead, showing off some style.
Wow, that was prime time stuff right there. Towns can't get it to go. Thunder leading by 12. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Thank you, B.A. Coach Mark Daigneault talked about the Thunder's system of player development, and he said, we try to do things that serve both the team and the individual, and then it's easier for guys to commit to it, and if that happens, then you have an environment that can be pretty powerful. Back to you.
Turning potential into production. Thanks a lot, Allie. And so Mike Brown decides to call a timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Here's Brunson. Pass to Towns. Over Williams. And that one's long. Well, we know he can shoot it, Doris, but Karl Anthony Towns is most effective when he's also working in the paint.
B.A., he has such an effective arsenal offensively that he's most effective when he's getting to each of those aspects. So, you have back-to-the-basket skills, no doubt. If there's a mismatch, go at the mismatch. But he is also so effective as a driver. Straight line, with intent, and efficient off the bounce. He can also hit a mid-range. There is nothing he can't do on the offensive end.
Back to Holmgren. 5 to shoot. Off target from three-point range. Knicks trail by 16. And here's Brunson from the arc. New York, no good that time either.
I think he's gone completely dry. Nothing is hitting.
And this is where you hope that he can find something easy so he can see the ball go through the net.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Pass to Towns. Whoa, Towns with the power.
Oh, Mr. Towns can hurt you from anywhere, and that includes putting it on your head.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. And slam dunk by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Woo! When you finish like that, you deserve to brag.
Impressive, no question.
How about that from your point guard, gentlemen? Playing big at the rim, okay.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. Holmgren's got 5 points now in the quarter.
A superb three-point threat. When Holmgren is knocking down triples, he's hard to contain.
Oh, ball movement creating a great look. Every coach loves this.
So Mark Daigneault will call a timeout, and we might see some changes. Coach potentially looking to adjust. New York making a switch here. 1:03 left in the second. The kick out to Williams. Outside, Williams. Clock at 6. And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Anunoby on the take. And he buries his first look.
OG Anunoby is not afraid to put the ball on the floor and attack off the drive. That's nice work.
Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Mitchell. Soft touch off the glass. And the Thunder lead by 17.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Anunoby for three. It's not going to go for him. And so it's Oklahoma City ending the quarter with a 20-point edge. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We'll be right back after this word. And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next two quarters are any different from the first two. So far, it's been a runaway. Pass to Towns. Now it's Hart. There's the three. And no good. And the Thunder were already a tough defensive unit, Doris. Went out and got more stoppers last season in Isaiah Hartenstein and Alex Caruso.
It is a prerequisite for Mark Daigneault that you be able to guard your backside off on the defensive end. They lean into their strengths. They were the best of the West in 2024, and then you go out and get better. That front office is first level good. So good. Well, you love watching Karl Anthony Towns play, guys, because this is an offensively gifted big man. He can shoot at range. You can put him in the post, let him work back to the basket. He can put the ball on the floor. A lot to love on the offensive end.
Pass to Hart. From the arc. Some solid defense from Williams. And so it's Gilgeous-Alexander with it. He brings it up for Oklahoma City. Now here's Dort. From the high post. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 8 points.
This guy is an absolute scorer from anywhere on the floor. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander doing work in the mid-range.
Knicks trail by 21. SGA with a steal. And up the court come the Thunder on the break. Outside, Williams. Left side, Gilgeous-Alexander. Shoots over Bridges. And it falls all over the rim and in. Gilgeous-Alexander's gotten 4 this quarter.
Just continuing to pile it on, refusing to let up.
That is the competitiveness he brings to the table. Every night you're going to get great effort from him.
And here's SGA outside. And Anunoby pulls it down. Left side, Brunson. No good from outside. Thunder leading by 21. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Holmgren.
Miscommunication oftentimes leads to turnovers. That's something they'll want to discuss.
And here's New York now. Kicks it out to Anunoby. Three-pointer, Bridges. And it's Holmgren with a rebound.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
And Doris, the Knicks gave up 5 first-round picks and a swap for Mikal Bridges. Safe to say there's some pressure to perform.
There is no doubt about that, BA, because that is forever the prism through which I will view this trade. His team had showed such patience to that point. To give away 5 coveted first-round picks speaks volumes about the impact they believe he can have for them.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Hey, Josh Hart is great at moving off ball, and he said, in today's league, cutting and making a layup is considered boring. Everyone wants ISO. Some of the fundamentals and beauty of the game are lost. For me, it's a feel. If you see the back of your defender's head, try to make a cut. Brian, back over to you.
Thank you, Allie.
And this is why so many are high on Holmgren. His ability to dominate games with his scoring.
Here's Towns. Another score. His 5th make out of 10 tries.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
And it's Holmgren missing.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Wasted no time with that shot, but it's off the mark. And stolen by Holmgren. Fires in the triple. Holmgren's got 11 points here in the second half.
He does everything with intent. Holmgren not the quickest, but it's hard to get up and block his shot.
Time called here. The Knicks decide to talk it over. 1:10 left in the third quarter. Out left to the wing. Outside McBride. New York working the ball around now. And a big finish by Robinson.
Well, Mitchell Robinson will take it to the rim with authority every chance he gets.
Shot from the wing. And it's Holmgren missing.
Boy, that mid-range area, he just didn't look comfortable, let's be honest.
Wiggins with a steal. And the big finish by Holmgren.
Well, you love to see Chet Holmgren asserting himself offensively. You feeling the rhythm? Go ahead and play.
There's a 4-second difference between the shot and game clock. And there's another one for the Thunder.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And he ends that fast break chance. An intentional foul. That's a textbook example of the transition take foul rule. And he'll be shooting his first free throw. Holmgren, no good on the free throw.
Boy, you think about the size and skill set that should allow Chet Holmgren to be very good for a very long time.
Lets a floater go. Fader on the way. And the shot goes down. Holmgren's got 17 now, just in the second half. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. This one may have already been decided. Oklahoma City ahead. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may already be out of hand. And one thing you hear coaches say all the time, Doris, finish the cut.
The reason being, you have to let the passer know exactly what you're going to do. If you stop short, so often the ball ends up out of bounds.
Pass to Joe. Fires from deep. Sinks the tray.
They are unconscious from outside. And so far, the defense has had no answer.
Well, that's the whole point, isn't it? If you space the floor well enough, it's almost impossible for the defense to account for everyone.
Caruso left side. Jacks up a three. Joe misses. Yabusele outside. Pass to Clarkson. Caruso grabs the board. And it's Caruso with the ball for the Oklahoma City Thunder. Now Joe launches it. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound. A few possessions into the fourth. Just over a minute played. And he drives in. And it's powered home by Towns.
Boy, you love his toughness. You can tell that this young guy cares. The game is important to Karl Anthony Towns.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
A fantastic three-point shooter. You gotta guard Towns from the corners especially.
Here's Joe. And again, Oklahoma City, no good.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going in.
And it's powered home by Towns.
Timeout. And it really took a while, but they've started to find their form. And this run's making the deficit look a little bit more respectable.
We're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. Left side Joe. Pass to Topic. To the paint. Shoots. Here's Jang. Goes up again. And that's 2 points on the layup.
The defense getting out-hustled on the putback. Can't let that happen.
You have got to put a body on somebody. We talk about it ad nauseum, but you've got to be disciplined with the box outs.
Here's Caruso. Pass to Topic. Fires the three. And it's New York with a rebound. To the inside. Towns. Well, Grant, the 2025 season was sort of a return to form for Karl Anthony Towns.
Yeah, B.A., he just seemed more comfortable out there, right? Getting back to what his numbers used to look like and just playing with reckless abandon.
And he sinks the second. We're in the final quarter play here. 3 minutes in. Here's Joe. Hart pulls it in.
Not himself from range right now, but the only way out of this funk is to keep trying.
Back to Brunson. New York working the ball around now. Towns down low. Can't cash it in from close range. Stolen by Anunoby. To the middle. Shot's good by Towns. And that's now 21 points for Karl Anthony Towns. Wiggins from long range. Sends it home from three-point land.
And you can see how scary this team can be when everything is clicking for them. Just a terrific performance for the Thunder.
And you don't usually see this kind of blowout, but tonight they delivered the punishment.
I mean, what's so impressive is they never wavered in their approach. They just kept at it and showed they were without a doubt the better team.
And what a huge performance it was for Chet Holmgren.
What a groove for him this evening. Just stand aside and let the man work.
And the basket by Towns. Towns has got 25 points in the game.
But he is so efficient, so productive. But for them to have real success, he needs help.
1:02 left to play in the fourth. All right, Doris, for the Knicks, would you run a two-man with Brunson and Cat or stagger their minutes?
B.A., I think the answer is you can both, obviously. But if you stagger it, it's because of what they're not doing on the defensive end. Teams will target Brunson and Cat because they are not elite defensive players. But at the same time, they are both elite offensive players. And there will be moments, particularly late game, where you want your best players on the floor. So the answer is both.
Pass to Bridges. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
Boy, Mikal just adding value to your team when he's keeping his head on a swivel like that.
Williams misses. And here's New York now. They're on a 19-7 run. Towns outside. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Williams grabs the board. And the Thunder in possession here. They have a 19-point lead. Wiggins, no good. And so it's the Thunder taking care of business in this one. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate that.
We're live at AT&T Center. Welcome to San Antonio, Texas for this Spurs home game. I'd like to welcome you to the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. I'll be joined by Greg Anthony, Tim Legler, and we'll be hearing from our reporter, Allie LaForce, on the sidelines as well. And it's going to be San Antonio off the tip. And it's Fox with the jam.
Boy, Fox is so quick off the floor.
And the speed of De'Aaron Fox. Wow. G.A., he gets up the court in a hurry.
And you combine his water bug quickness with the towering size of Wembanyama. It's a 1-2 punch that promises to confound opponents for years to come.
3 on the clock. Second shot opportunity. Rebounded by Victor Wembanyama. And it's Fox with the ball for the San Antonio Spurs. And good that time.
And that's where De'Aaron Fox thrives. He wants to get inside and finish at the rim.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to James. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation.
Spurs ball.
Now Fox. Wembanyama. Right side. Doncic with the steal. Can't get it to go. He's taken 2 and missed 2. Wembanyama outside. Vassell outside. Outside, Fox. Good work defensively by Hachimura. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Greg, last season, the Lakers exceeded expectations by winning 50 games and finishing 3rd in the West.
They went on quite a run after acquiring Luka Doncic, but they were eliminated in the first round of the playoffs. And as we know, this is an organization judged on championship success.
Hello. That's what I call a move.
Woo! That is some artistry. Greg, you're right. On his way to the basket, he was soaring. Now, here's LeBron. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
When a pick like that is questionable and creates that much of an advantage for the offense, you have to blow the whistle.
Well, oftentimes illegal screens fall into a gray area, but that time he got called for it.
Lakers trail by 3. Inside. And the Lakers with another turnover here. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thank you, Kevin. Spurs talent evaluators first laid eyes on Victor Wembanyama when he was 15 years old, playing on a youth team in France. At that point, the franchise was enjoying its 22nd straight winning season, but the opportunity to just maybe draft a prospect like Wemby gave them the impetus to rebuild. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. Here's James. After the basket by De'Aaron Fox. No good with the triple. San Antonio leading by 5. Pass to Castle. Here's Wembanyama. Back to Castle. Spurs working the ball around now. A shot by Johnson, no good. LeBron James on the wing. Still without a basket. Vanderbilt with the screen. No one near Doncic as he lets it fly. And again, the Lakers no good. Over to the wing. Johnson outside. In the corner, it's Wembanyama. Back to Castle. Lets it go from deep. The Lakers with the rebound. Doncic feeling it out. Reeves in the corner. To end the cold streak. Doncic, no good. And so Fox will bring it up for the Spurs. To the inside. And Wembanyama throws it down.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
And Doncic gets it to go.
Well, what a steady presence offensively and a very difficult player to game plan for.
Castle with it, with 1 on the clock.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
Rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish. A big-time effort for De'Aaron Fox, providing a lot of energy for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We'll get you back to the action after this. And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a moment to look at the scoring approach in terms of where the points are coming from for San Antonio.
They've been so aggressive, going strong at the defense, looking to score off of that penetration.
Vanderbilt off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. Greg, you think about the value of those sage veterans on a team, guys that been around the block, played a lot of years. Why are they so important?
Well, a lot of times they'll echo the message of the head coach. And I tell you what, it's also, as a coach, you love having those veteran players because you can trust what they're going to do on the floor. That consistency is really important, not just for the coaches, but the teammates.
Outside, Smart. Just 4 to shoot. Harper with the steal. On up the court. And the slam dunk by Johnson.
Taking the gloves off. You like how Johnson attacks the rim once he's there.
Here's Smart. Driving the lane.
Smart. And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
It looked like a let-up from the team in the lead.
And Greg, with Stephon Castle winning the 2025 Rookie of the Year award, the Spurs went back-to-back in that category.
Yeah, of course, Victor Wembanyama winning that same award in 24. Just more confirmation that these Spurs are building something special.
Vanderbilt with the screen. Here's Reeves. Victor Wembanyama grabs the rebound. They double-team Wembanyama. Johnson, wide open, he fires. Offensive rebound. Tries it again. Easy money for Wembanyama.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Los Angeles making a switch here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. LeBron gathering speed.
Watch out. LeBron's on the move, and he's not going to be denied.
Pass to Sohan. Takes the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Harper. Sohan's got the lead up to 8 now for the Spurs. Kicks it out to James. Back to Smart. Now LaRavia. Some nice passing here by Los Angeles. Here's James. And James throws it down.
The guard skills are there for Bronny, as you can see on that attack.
3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Here's Cornette, and the layup's good off the glass.
Beautiful look right there. Led his man perfect.
Pass to Ayton. James outside. LeBron left side. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Bryant. And out of bounds as Los Angeles gains possession. And when you talk about Dylan Harper, Greg, just how impressive is his skill set?
A tall guard with incredible handles and elite elusivity. He already has an impressive command of the pick and roll. Harper, I believe, is primed to be a special player in this league.
Pass to LaRavia. 6 to shoot. Here's James. No good. He's off to a slow start. 1 for 4 so far. Here's Cornette. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Substitution on the court.
Lakers trailed by 8. Doncic outside to the paint. Here's Ayton. The dunk and the foul, a powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line.
First personal foul.
It's going to go on to Aaron Fox. In Los Angeles, they have converted 1 of 2 free throws so far today. Tim, DeAndre Ayton was coveted as the #1 overall pick back in 2018.
Well, he moves so well for a 7-footer, and he's got great touch out to the mid-range. Kevin, his offensive game is special.
The Lakers on offense. 6-point game. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Cornette.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
In a wide open look for Hachimura. And so it's the San Antonio Spurs holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Here's James. He'll bring it up for the Lakers. Trailing here by 8. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Victor Wembanyama.
A big-time slam by Wembanyama. This is why you got to push him out of the paint.
Pass to Doncic. Back to LeBron. Clock at 6. Here's Doncic. And the rejection by Wembanyama. Here's James. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. San Antonio leading by 10. Pass to Barnes. Down low. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Wembanyama's got 4 this quarter.
The size, reach, the bucket is right there for Victor inside.
And here's Doncic from the arc. Wembanyama with the rebound. You can be sure, GA, that as the Spurs build this team, there will be no shortcuts.
Well, they're surely eyeing that group 8 hours north in OKC. Another young core that's not going anywhere. If the Spurs want to contend, the standard's been set.
Just over a minute and a half have passed here in the third quarter. Here's LeBron. Nice defense by Vassell. Fox with it. He's picked up by Doncic. To the paint. Barnes. And James pulls it down. Lakers trail by 12. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
In the corner, it's Wembanyama. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here. Vassell outside. Pass to Wembanyama. Back to Vassell. 4 on the clock. Three-pointer, Fox.
And it's just encouraging to see Luka step up on defense. Must continue to bring that type of intensity.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, guys. Well, LeBron is keeping it going. He said, I appreciate these young guys coming up in the ranks and doing great things. I hope to have inspired them to carry it on when I decide that I'm done and keep this beautiful game going. Not just the league, but the purity of the game. That is what's most important. Back to you, Kevin.
He's left an imprint, no doubt. Thanks a lot, Al. And so J.J. Redick will call a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Doncic outside. James outside. James slams it in.
And certain guys dictate the pace of the game. Doncic as much as anyone.
And as the days and months go by, Greg, it still may take us some time to get over the shock of last season's trade of Luka Doncic.
And we know the question marks as far as conditioning and defense that led to it. But hard to bet against the talent of his caliber. And a monster game for Wemby with the matchup issues he creates. I'm not sure anyone in this league can stop him when he's on.
Drills it from outside.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot.
It's Fox with the drive. Yes, that goes in. Fox has got 10 points.
And the quickness Fox has, boy, it's impressive. Just coasting to the cup with ease.
Two teams, two conferences. It's a road game for the Rockets, and Houston is looking to play Texas big. Welcome to New York, home court advantage for the Knicks. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. This is Kevin Harlan, and alongside tonight, Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, with Allie LaForce reporting from the sidelines. Brunson, good. We know these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player-involved movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
Now, here's Anunoby. Following the miss by Jabari Smith. And he gets the bucket. Brunson's got 6.
And Brunson recognizes how to execute inside. The D must be more physical with it.
Here's Van Vliet. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And guys, point of emphasis for the league is to really crack down on illegal screens.
Yeah, and yet we still see it a lot. It's a tough thing to police.
And Greg, these boys veterans really seem to have triggered a shift for the Rockets.
At the same time, it's going to be Houston's young talent that determines their future. And they've already shown they can make a major impact.
And the officials will call the illegal screen right there. The Knicks off to a quick start here. And the points coming for them now, Greg, in bunches.
And we're seeing what a high-octane offense should look like.
Now here's Durant. Jalen Brunson missing his last shot. Durant feeling it out a bit. Just 4 to shoot. Baseline try. Misses that one. He's 0 for 1 from the floor. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for New York. 6-point game. Anunoby has the open look. A three-pointer off the mark. Durant wide open. He fires. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs.
And so it's KD with it. He brings up the ball for the Rockets. And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Hey, Kevin. The Knicks are able to play 5 out. And Josh Hart told me they surrounded Jalen Brunson with guys who can shoot, guys that command attention. He's able to expose that, scoring the ball and being unselfish. The court is wide open. Back to you.
Tons of spacing. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
Playing bigger than he looks. Brunson has a lot of heart.
Pass to Şengün. Outside for Durant. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off his shot before second violation. And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. He's going to take a few moments here to check in with his team and regroup.
Here they are, fans. Put your hands together for your Knicks City Dancer.
New York leading by 4. We've got 1:08 left here in the opening quarter.
Well, you can't take those kind of shots around a shot blocker like Capella. You're just playing with fire at that point.
Offensive rebound. KD's shot is good.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Now McBride. To the middle. Here's Yabusele. And finished off by Yabusele.
Rising and punching it on the young fella. You know he loves having that much of a height advantage. Best chance to get yourself on the highlight reel.
Now here's Thompson. Still scoreless. Smith trying to break loose. The shot by Thompson, no good. Now the Knicks with it. They lead by 4. McBride on the wing. Back to Yabusele. It's stolen by Smith. Outside Durant. 1 second left. Count it. Durant's got 6 points. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. New York ahead. They lead by 2. And don't go away. We'll be back momentarily. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for New York?
Well, I like how they're going right at the defense, creating high-quality looks with that penetration.
Thompson outside. And here is KD. That ties the game. Durant's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Rockets. And GA, you started your career with the Knicks. What memories do you have from your time in New York?
Well, after winning a championship in college, it was great to play for a team in the NBA that had similar aspirations. So many great veterans to learn from and a Hall of Fame coach.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Here's Durant. Breaks a big high bounce and goes in. KD's got 4 points in the quarter.
And with the right partner, Durant is an unstoppable force in that pick and roll. It's a very high percentage play when he's running it.
Towns down low. Makes it off the glass. Towns has got his first 2 points.
Yeah, and at 7 feet tall, Towns is a major threat inside. The defense has to guard him better than that.
In close, Durant gets the bucket.
Easy shot for him. They'll take that every time up the floor.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Different officiating crews, don't they, and how they tend to call the game.
Yeah, they do, Kevin, and there are some organizations who do it more than others. I'm not a fan of it myself because I think it puts your players focus on the officials and takes away from focusing on what they're supposed to be doing on the court. So I'm not a big fan of it.
Pass to Robinson. Back to Brunson.
And look at how focused Van Vliet is on D, not allowing the shooter any space.
The Rockets shooting their first free throw of the game.
Fred Van Vliet.
And that drops, so they now lead by 1. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for the Rockets. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks, Kevin. Karl Anthony Towns is taking his rebounding to a new level in New York. He said, I didn't put all this muscle on for no reason. I'm going to keep playing physical, keep playing my game, and I'll keep demanding attention from every defense and then let the game play out. Back to you, Kevin.
Playing physical for sure. Hey, Allie, thank you very much for the report. And here are the Knicks now. They trail by 1. Here's Brunson, and there's the drive. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Can't overplay Brunson to shoot. He will go right past you.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at you, but it's all between the ears with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, that's what makes him elite.
6 to shoot, and the dunk by Towns.
Well, Towns gives you some interesting options in the two-man game. He can both pick and roll and pick and pop.
On the wing, Thompson. Out to the right wing. Houston needs to get a shot. Smith, no good. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And can't jump at that if you're the defense because Smith looking to draw the foul every time.
The free throw drops for Smith. Both free throws good from Smith. And you look at these Rockets, Greg, pretty fearsome on the defensive end.
I mean, great length and athleticism on the wings and a defensive-minded coach in Ime Udoka. They'll make you work for it, no doubt about it.
107 left in the first half. Rockets trail. Van Vliet with it. Over Robinson. Van Vliet can't get it to go. Inside. Pass to Robinson. And the dunk by Robinson.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. Now here's Van Vliet. Down low. The shot's good from Smith. Smith's got 6.
And this is why you let Smith work inside. He's adept at knowing how to finish in traffic.
There's 18 seconds left here in the second. It's taken away by Smith. Van Vliet outside. Over Robinson. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Knicks lead by 1. And we'll be back right after halftime for the start of the third quarter. We'll see you in a bit. And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Here's Van Vliet. Pass to Capella. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's on Mitchell Robinson.
Well, I like it whenever Capella goes up strong inside because it sometimes forces defenses to compromise.
And the first one drops. That one falls, so he hits both of them.
Well, something you notice about Clint Capella is he does not play outside himself. His primary focus at all times is on being a force on the inside.
Oh, and there's the foul. It's on Josh Okogie. That's his first foul. Here's Brunson. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Brunson's got 16 points.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
And so the timeout taken here by Ime Udoka. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Van Vliet. Left side, KD. Pass to Shepard. Clock at 6. Shoots over Yabusele. Shot's good by Durant. Durant's got the lead up to 1 now for the Rockets. Brunson down the lane. Towns wide open. Great positioning on the putback. And not even 3/4 out of the way. So many lead changes.
The fans, guys, are getting their money's worth. Heck, I should have paid to watch this one. It's been a nail biter.
Here's KD. Let's go. Gets it to go for bucket number 8. He's taken just 10 shots.
Nothing to see here, folks. Just another tremendous scoring night from Durant.
Towns down low. New York moving it around. New York needs to get off a shot. Pass to Anunoby. Here's Yabusele. The Rockets pull it in. And here is Van Vliet. To the paint. Here's Şengün.
Even without the explosive athleticism, Şengün still able to play above the rim.
Stolen by Van Vliet. Şengün with the ball. Now guarded by Towns.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Greg, you look at Alperen Şengün. He's one of the best combinations of force and finesse in the NBA.
And you wonder how he fell to the 16th pick in the 2021 draft. You saw the numbers he was putting up as a 19-year-old in Turkey. Pretty clear he should have gone higher.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Pass to Eason. Back to Durant. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Anunoby. And Durant gets it to go. KD's got 6 points in the quarter.
And the defense has to be aware of KD at all times, especially when... he's hovering around that mid-range.
And so Mike Brown calls a timeout. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
Your next breaker, next group.
1:58 left in the third. Brunson, left side. And then Robinson slams it in.
And the way that Brunson is just so calm in the pick and roll. Boy, he is smooth.
And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here. The Rockets leading. Durant for three. Robinson pulls it in. And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for the Knicks. And Towns throws it down.
How about Towns rumbling down that court, completing the break.
Van Vliet with it. Now guarded by Towns. And the dunk by Eason.
My goodness, I didn't think they could top that last dunk, but it only took them a couple seconds.
Not much defense, Greg, on those last few possessions, but does anyone mind?
Not at all.
I like that. Towns attacking the rim with intent.
35.
Van Vliet outside. Pass to Eason. Outside Durant. Lets it go with the three. And falls. Great assist by Van Vliet. As we approach the fourth quarter, still anyone's ballgame.
Yeah, neither team able to create much of a cushion.
Towns. And Towns throws it down.
Great feed there by Jalen Brunson. A terrific facilitator.
Pass to Shepard. And here's KD for three. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. We've got 22 seconds left to play in the third. Now here's Brunson. Over Durant. And it's Brunson missing. Right side Durant. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. The third quarter comes to a close and a battle brings it to a tie. And time to step aside quickly, but we'll be back in no time. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And the Knicks with possession here. McBride with the ball. And the dunk by Towns.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Here's Durant. Lays it up off the glass. KD's got it all tied up now for the Rockets.
Just working his way inside there. Durant, so good at just finding his shot all over the court.
And the dunk by Towns. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
Fourth personal foul.
The free throw drops for Towns. The offensive skill set for Karl Anthony Towns, Greg is a 7-footer, is very special, to say the least.
The outstanding shooting, the post play, and he's worked on his defense. He may never be elite at that end, but he ignites an offense.
Back to McBride. Pass to Yabusele. Now here's Towns. Şengün covering. And Towns throws it down.
Yeah, this is what makes Towns an all-star caliber player. He has the ability to take over games by himself.
Durant in the corner. Eason, the screen. Shoots. And a kind roll that time off the rim as that one falls. Durant's got 13 points in the second half. Yabusele, the screen. Hart. And Hart throws it down.
Never a bad idea to run the old pick play.
You're right. And if it produces a slam like that, you'll probably see more of them.
Yeah, defensive breakdown there. Gotta communicate and switch that screen.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
Yeah, and as a coach, you love having a team like this. They've got zero quitting.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff.
Man, that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
Yeah, there's no excuse for giving that up. That's the absolute last thing you want to happen.
Here's Hart. Towns. Şengün with the rebound. And so Van Vliet will bring it up for Houston. It's a three-point game. Now Durant lays it in off the window.
But when you need a bucket, he's your guy.
Greg, their unselfish play has really been impressive.
They're trusting one another out there, wanting to get each other involved. This is great basketball.
And Mike Brown decides to call timeout. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. Making a change here. Now we'll hear from Allie LaForce, and she's got a story for us. An update. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He pleaded with his guys to keep their emotions in check, saying, "You're battling right now. Continue to play smart. Don't try to be a hero out there. Play for one another." Guys, let's see what happens.
We appreciate it, Allie. Thank you. Hustles for the rebound and guides it back in.
And the native of England, Anunoby, doesn't back down from taking the big shots.
Eason, the screen. Thompson. And the layup is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
It's trailed by 3. Outside, Katie. 3, good.
That is world class.
Yeah, and I can say from experience, his coach just breathed a huge sigh of relief.
Here's Town. Outside, Brunson. Hart outside. Towns. Oh, what a finish.
Well, this is why you go to Towns in the clutch. That is big time.
Eason, the screen. He answers with a dunk of his own.
And that's what we're used to him doing, but he really just hasn't had that typical impact offensively. If they keep getting him touches, this game won't be tied for long.
And timeout is called by Ime Udoka. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And they're in position to take the lead.
And how big would a bucket be at this stage of the game?
It's Capella. Pocket pass to the paint, and he punches it home.
And he might be small for a center, but boy, can he jump out of the building.
And a bit of a battle here for the ball. The official signals a jump ball here. So it's a narrow victory for the Rockets, pulling it out for the W. They break the hearts of